sunny. I love that. It's like a bright sun. Just was like, just sing. So I want to give a quick download. And even if I don't get many views, this download will still be posted. There have been many people that has tried to come up against you. There is so many people going through karma underneath the surface. Why you feel like you're going through a lot of different attacks in this reality, and this time frame, and this August or whenever these attacks started occurring in your life, these people are going through worser. Most of the time we go through little things and then we get ourselves up out of it, and then even after we get ourselves up out of it, we still kind of feel like we're going through something. That's because you are being called to recognize your energy. You are feeling the wrath that the monitoring spirits, that the wicked motherfuckers are going through right now. So there have been many different attacks going towards the goddesses, especially the goddesses. Greetings, goddess. They're trying to offend us, pull our vibrations low. So that is why a lot of people have been trying to come up against you all of us. God damn it, all of us. They have been trying to come up against us so heavily right now due to us rising. Who is rising the frequency on this realm, on this planet? Who have been under attack since the beginning and the end of times? The divine goddess. Why the divine goddess? I'm not just saying any goddess. I'm saying the divine melanated goddess. We have been under attack since forever. When they was taking our children, shooting them down in the streets, who do y'all think they was attacking? The goddess. That child came from who? The goddess. So right now you got these different elite people. You got these low vibrational people. They are angry and upset with the goddesses. Wherever you go, goddess, your feet, your footprints, your voice, it rises frequencies in the lands or the soil you touch. This is what they don't want us to know. When we're being called to travel, when we're being called to go to different places, the soil in those places are calling us. Our ancestors that's already in those areas are calling us, because the goddesses, we create a shift wherever we go. This is why wherever you go, especially when you're using GPS and they can know where you fuck you at so they can hurry up and beat you there. Wherever you go, you coming in contact with a lot of different low vibrational entities. You're coming in contact with a lot of different low vibrational soul spirits. They ain't even souls. The reason why you keep coming in contact with all these low vibrational entities is because wherever you go, chosen one, you raise the fucking frequency in the soil. Fuck the building, fuck the house, fuck the car, fuck the people. You raise the vibration in the soil wherever you go. This is why everywhere we go, we've been under certain different monitor scopes. They've been monitoring us. You find out somebody watching you. You looking around like, what's what? So let me tell y'all something. Last night, me and my children went to the gas station. And I had to put some air in my tire. I had to put some gas in my car. And when we coming out the gas station, it's a man. He don't even know I see him. And let me tell you something. I be trying to cloak myself and blend in. But it's like, there's no point in cloaking yourself and trying to blend in. They know who I am. Flat the fuck out. At this point, fuck trying to hide it. I'm good. I'm just walking in my purpose. Period. So when I come out the gas station, this man, he's one of them one of them Indian looking men, right? From them Pakistan, one of them. He watching us come out the store. I see him pumping his gas, but he watching us. My children start running to the car. He leave from his pump and walk on the pump behind him, facing my car, to stand there and watch us like this. So he didn't think I seen him. He thought I just was a dumb little, I'm cloaking too well. He thought I was just dumb. You get what I'm saying? When I tell you, when I locked eyes with this motherfucking demon, I seen everything about him. From, he is one of them traffickers. He is one of the ones that was children. Yes. I seen everything in this man. He was looking at my children because he probably was like, oh, we got a single woman here with 2 children. Let's size them up. We can get the little girl, but I don't know about the little boy. This is his, I hear this man whole thoughts last night, right? Mind you, I feel like ever since I've been in this new town, of course the government want to try to send people to try to monitor and scare me, but it's not gonna fucking work. So while I'm at this, why this man staring at me? Guess what I say to this motherfucker? I said, what you looking all over here for? He looked back up at me. He like, the vibrations in my voice start. It's like it was like a energetic bell. Bing, bing, bing. You know how they say bells can expose the demonic forces. That's why we don't have many bells around here like that no more. So it's like when I start speaking to him, I seen him, the little demon in him start like, oh, hold on, wait, why she see something to us? We thought we was just finna scare and intimidate her and put fear in her and her children. That fear pushed me to be like, what you looking at over here? He talking about, I'm pumping my gas. I said, your gas over there on the other side. You over here on the other side looking at me. And I'm watching this nigga, I'm just like. So he thought he would go monitor me, but I wound up monitoring him and letting him know I see him. Whole time I'm getting all this man fucking downloads. I'm like, that's so Raven, y'all. I'm getting all this man downloads. I see all the children. I see all the things. The movie Dr. Sleep came up. I said that was one, and my daughter, my son and my daughter was so scared when they looked at him. They like, Mom, why he look like that? I said, notice who that is. Notice the frequency that man reside in. That's the type of man that will clip and snatch and take. That's the type of man. Look at him. So you can recognize this throughout your life and protect yourself. My daughter was so scared, y'all. But they was even more happy that I was cutting into that nigga. Like, you can't scare me. I watched this man got so nervous. He took the pump out his car. He got in the car and he tried to drive off slowly. But while the children was talking to me, I'm still watching him. He rolled past. He did a symbol with his hand. And he stopped. I'm watching him. I watched him go all the way down. And I'm sitting up there watching him. See, this is why I tell you, in this life, there is gonna be wicked people and there is gonna be God's people. That's called duality. We will never have a perfect planet. However, we can coexist and them motherfuckers can stay in they dark demonic codes and holes and they can stay over there in their lane and we can stay in ours. But when you try to cross over portals and create fear, he didn't know what the fuck he was dealing with. I even got that mindset of Taken, the movie Taken. When that daddy went crazy, got his baby back, that was the vibrations that man had. Them little snatchers like that. So either way it go, it taught my children a lesson too. Be very aware of your surroundings and stop all that running around sometime when I tell you to stop. But let's get into it. So, if y'all do not know, a month ago when me and my children had to sleep in our car for a few days, these people were sending monitoring spirits then to try to put fear in me and scare me. It never fucking scared me. If anything, it made me. Like one time, we sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, y'all. And it was a car just kept circling my car. I knew it was a monitoring spirit, a motherfucking AI. Or it could have been a trucker too. And I started chasing a car. I started chasing the monitoring spirit car. And they drive fast. They got the fuck on. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be all speeding and shit. But that was part of my moment. A lot of chosen ones was facing homelessness for a while, for these few months. A lot of us were facing these things because it was meant for us to see. how the homeless are being treated. It was meant for us to see and get ourselves out of this quicksand. It was meant. Everything in our lives are meant, y'all. But another thing that's not meant for real, and it's not really, it was really planned and programmed by the Matrix workers, right? Because they knew we was on a rise to a new frequency, a new level, a new portal. And once we got there, it was going to be everything. See, by us being manifestation goddesses and gods, we can manifest every fucking thing. So when a matrix figure out that you are really living in your manifestations and you manifesting, of course they're going to come throw a big ass pothole in the middle of the street so it can delay you. Of course they're going to try to make it seem like it's your relatives because your relatives ain't in your energy, but your relatives don't even have no fucking power to manifest, create, destroy, or nothing. So how the fuck the relatives doing this? No government. You're doing it. No matrix worker, AI, Tesla driving motherfucker. You're doing this shit. You're doing it. They can't stop our manifestations. So what they're going to try to do is put fear in us and doubt in us to create illusions so that we can stop believing in our manifestations. That's what's going on now. If a lot of your finances has been taken and cut from you, that had nothing to do with no witch, warlock, and relative in your family. They just want you to keep blaming them. It has everything to do with the matrix worker and the fucking government. They know we know. They know who we are. We know who we are. And they want to try to find ways to lower our frequencies by trying to pull our finances to a low. But you got to understand something. We are always rich, rising. We are always abundant. We are always doing what we need to do to survive, and also what we need to do to rise our conscious, our frequencies. So when people try to come up against us, you're only putting yourself in a big ass pot that the ancestors has already prepared for the enemies that came before you. So now it's going to be a bigger pot. So now we're prepared to get more energy. Now, after you go through this bump in your life, it's like, whoo, let me read your comment, baby. Definitely me, your 3 babies were in the hotel for 7 months, just got a place. Ashe, baby, congratulations on your place, baby. Congratulations. Now 7 months is very significant. Now let me tell you something. I wasn't sure why me and my children had to go through a homeless adventure in life. I wasn't sure why when we went through this adventure, we didn't have much help at all. We did have our ancestors help. However, it was a lot of decoding. It was a lot of codes. Everywhere I went, it was another code from my fucking ancestors. Everywhere I went, the universe was like, we needed you here. Everywhere I went, it was like damn near I was there already before I even arrived there. That's the fucking feeling it felt like. I was already fucking there. And it's so beautiful how our minds are and how our souls are and how we're travelers, that I see myself in damn near every room before I even entered the room. And when I got to the room, I was like, deja vu, this like some That's So Raven shizness. Everywhere I went before getting into my home, I felt like it was a That's So Raven moment. From even waking up in the parking lot at Walmart, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. I mess with Walmart, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I mess with Walmart. Not just because Walmart be having some great deals and cheap. No. Let me tell you why. Walmart was the only fucking place that let people spend a night in their car in the parking lot. Walmart, yes. Only one out here where I reside at currently was the only one that had all the signs that said no overnight sleeping. Walmart, let me tell y'all something. When I went to Target anywhere, they would have like security guards come try to make me uncomfortable. They'd have people come sit next to my car to make me uncomfortable. Any other place, Walmart and Quick Trip has been my safe space, I promise you. But let me tell you, Walmart, a police officer, I promise y'all, she came to my window with a flashlight and she was like, She was a melanated goddess, and she was beautiful. I opened my eyes. She looked like an angel, literally like an angel. And I never seen her again. That's fucking crazy because I really wanted to see her again. She knocked on my window. I wrote it down instantly. I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I gotta leave. She was like, no. Somebody at Walmart called and asked us to check on you. I guess because I was so tired that night because I was hustling, working, and then I had just pulled over that night. And I usually go and I make myself comfortable, close up the windows with our towels from going to the beach and stuff. But I just laid back and went to sleep and left everything the way it was. And I guess somebody probably walked past my car and looked in and seen me like, is she okay? So Walmart management called the police to tell the police to come check on me. And she was like, instantly, she was like, oh no, they said you can stay here if you okay. They just wanted to make sure you was okay and make sure you was safe. And they wanted to make you feel safe, so they called me. So I'm like, that's nice. I don't have to go. She's like, no, they said you good. You can stay. You good. And she looked in the back seat, my babies. I made my back seat, turned it into a whole bed for my children. They had their phones. They loved it. They was happy. I was the one crying and stressing while they were asleep. So I still stayed woke for a few seconds. She rode over by the manager. The manager even stood outside and waited. And he was a melanated man with fucking locks in his hair. He waited until she got there. He waited until she left to finally go continue his task at work. He stood there and she rode past him and she was like, oh no, she okay. She just traveling, because I told her I was traveling and I just needed to rest. She was like, yeah, I know. I work at night, so I get it. I've been wanting to go to sleep too. So we clarified that and he kept it pushing. He never came and made me feel uncomfortable or nothing. And Walmart was our sleeping place for a few nights. But let me tell you what else happened. So usually when I wake up, me and my children go straight to Quick Trip, get some ice, get some gas, and we go use the bathroom, put some air in our tire, whatever we need. This particular day, I wake up, I put on our stuff, our shoes and stuff. I said, let's go on Walmart real quick. Oh, excuse me, to go get some stuff. I don't know what I was gonna get. I think I was gonna get something. And when I go in there and get something, this man literally walked up and was like, he had a green shirt on, and he paid for our stuff. He was like, did you pay for it? I said, nope. My card literally just declined, but my car only declined because I had it locked. And he was like, nope, I'm gonna pay for it. And I was like, thank you. And I was down there finna cry because I'm like, thank you. I'm really out here like going through, but I don't look like it. My children still look good. Their hair still did. We don't look like it. You feel me? And once he did it, he was like, don't thank me, thank God. He was like, I ain't do this. And I'm like, who, God did it? He was like, yep, thank God. And I looked at him and I said, thank you. Because he was listening to his consciousness. Now let me tell y'all something. Every day that me and my children had to sleep in that car, our car, which I love to the moon and back. I love my Magic School Bus. Every night, every day, my children has went to sleep with a nice meal. They have had 2 meals a day and a snack. Do you hear me? We have not went a day without eating. And even when I wanted to fast, my ancestors said, no, we're finna show you. You go fast when you get yourself together and get in your home. Mind you, I already had my home. It's just something had happened like with the plumbing. And it was just a little bit going on. But I already had my home. I just had to wait on them to fix the plumbing. Because where I stay, they got like an HOA or something like that. And they don't play them games. So, this was deep. And you had entities that did not want me to tell my story. And I don't give a fuck. I'm telling my story, baby. Because I went through this shit for a reason. And I didn't go through it because it's like I was unprepared. I already knew what was happening for a year straight. I had money saved up and everything, but stuff ended up happening where my money kept had to go elsewhere. You get what I'm saying? New tires, new oil change, and then on top of that, my car ended up having issues. I had to get my car towed like 3 times before I moved. Like, yes, they was sending hella attacks, y'all. Not only that, they lowered my fucking my balance, my money. They start messing with my fucking money, wanting more money from me because I was working unemployment, not unemployment. I was working entrepreneurship. I say that one. They wanted more money for me because they feel like I was making more money. Like, they was in Michigan, they was trying to keep me there, bro. It was so fucking crazy. But when we got out here, they told me my pride is one of the reasons why I was going to be staying in the car for a little bit longer. It was my pride because I didn't want to ask nobody for help. I didn't want to ask my supporters for help. I didn't want to ask nobody for help. And I had to break that pride. For so many years, I stopped asking for help because I started going to get it myself. But this was a season where I needed to ask for help to go to the next level in the spiritual realms, go through the next level on the earth. And I could not grasp it. Like, it was so hard to even ask anybody on here for fucking help. It was so hard for me. It was actually very traumatic for me because I'm always a go-getter. I'm always up. I'm always go get what I need. And if I'm down shortly, I'm going to stay down and I'm going to get it when I get back up. My ancestors said, we're going to help you when you start helping yourself. Do you know I got the fuck up and started door dashing every damn day? I started helping myself because, you know, I just moved in a new town. I just literally started helping myself. And ever since then, my ancestors started helping me. But it was one more blockage, and that was the go and ask help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. So when I got up here and I posted that thing and I asked for help, and I even inboxed a few of my babies, and I asked them for some help, and I was just letting them know, hey, I will let you know what's going on after I complete this bump in my reality, my life. I didn't want to tell nobody no story. I'm the type of person where I don't want to tell you nothing until it's done and completed. And when I asked for that help, my babies literally helped me. Even if it was just with a prayer, they helped me. And it wasn't a lot, but it was just enough. Just enough. And when that happened, everything took off fast. The house, my landlord called me like, hey, the house is ready. You can move in. You can't move in there today because you set your security box for this day. You got to move in there the next day. Like, everything just was going fast now. Like, I promise you. And I was asking my ancestors, like, that's all I had to do was ask for help. They wanted me to break that pride that I built up as armor around me to protect me. For so many years when I was younger, I used to ask for help and get declined, get denied, and I would never be able to receive the help without either judgment or gossip or in my business, like, you get what I'm saying? But this time, it was meant for me to ask it to let down that guard of pride that I have built myself in. It's like I just packed myself in a room of pride. And sometimes pride can be a hindrance to our journey and destiny too because of that. And like I say, I never deserved to go through some of the stuff I went through. I never did anything or talk bad or wish down on people. I just don't do that. I teach my children that too. Don't talk about people. Don't laugh at people. It ain't funny. I don't give a fuck if you think it's funny. It's not. Now, some stuff do be funny though. Like when people be falling off bikes and shit, sometimes it do be funny. I can't help that it's funny. Because I fell off a bike before and I was laughing, even though I was hurting. So it do be funny. But it was meant for me to experience that journey. And also it was meant because the places that I was residing in or I went to, they called me. So with that being said, chosen ones, we're all kind of going through the same shit. And it's not that our ancestors, but I'm going to tell you this. The gods know what the enemy is already trying to do before we even know what's going on. So the gods pretty much give a okay. Yeah, you can do that, but you cannot touch the anointed. You can do that, but you cannot clip the anointed. Yeah, you can throw that attack, but it will not stick on the anointed. We want to see how she and he is going to get out of this situation mentally and physically. Yes, sometimes I feel like I know it feel like it's not right, but sometimes we have to go through certain things for preparation. And instead of being angry or upset with ourselves or being angry at God, we take on that quest and we continue on, because it was never God that sent these attacks. It was people that was sending attacks, but they have to still run the attack by God. And the guys let it happen sometime, but some things they were doing, the guys was like, no, we didn't agree with that, bitch. Click, 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 bang. We ain't agree to that. They ain't agree to most of the stuff. So either way it go, when everything started aligning, when every house that I went to, but when I first got out here and I checked out, I literally was approved for the house, but it didn't feel right. Everywhere that I went, I felt alone, I felt scared, but I also felt very courageous and powerful. Nothing or no one could have stopped my mind and stopped my vessel from moving to ensure that me and my children are good and safe. My baby slept good. They ate good. Only thing about it was my body was super heavy and swelled up for the unbalanced sleeping in the car. But sometime in life, we just have to appreciate the smaller things. And that's exactly what's going on. Like, I appreciate everything that I went through. I appreciate every small thing. And I have met some beautiful people on this journey, but I have met a lot of goddamn monitoring wicked motherfuckers. But I have met a lot of beautiful people that helped us, smiled at us, even just giving us a conversation to let us know, hey, we connected to the guy you connected to. We know who you are. We see you. Even just a small conversation about an outfit. It don't matter, just to make me feel like I'm not alone, period, on this planet. Because some days as chosen ones, I be feeling alone. I don't be feeling like there's other people out here like me. Not many. Thank you for that. No problem. You so sorry you was going. No, I'm not going through that no more. This is the past, baby. Awesome mom, that was the past, boo-boo. That's over with. I'm talking about it because I went through it. Yep, our ancestors always come through, Sonny. I think they want us to learn to help one another and work together. Yep. They do. They want us to be able to know that it's others out here like us. Because even though I know I'm supported and I was surrounded by my ancestors still continuing, you know, sometimes I can feel alone. You can feel alone here on this, hi goddess. You can feel alone sometime here on this planet, especially in your reality, because there's not many souls out here like you. And there's not many people out here that's accepting of you because how you walk. We don't even have to talk no more, divine fams. We don't have to talk. It's in our footprints. It's in our hands. It's in our movement. Our vibrations alone create justice. It's judgment. Nobody can come against our energy. We don't have to speak. And a lot of them don't want us to speak. A lot of them want us to shut the hell up, because when we speak, that even seal it, because it's like bells to the demons. Our voices. You heard that bell? Y'all heard that bell? Oh my gosh, look at a tiny bitty bird in the tree. It's a hummingbird. Where our vibrations is, our voice is like a seal of what we walk in. So we're on a journey where no matter where we go, we're going to offend a lot of people, but we're also going to uplift a lot of people. We create judgment. When you come after us and try to condemn us and find things in us, we end up figuring everything out about you. I have seen some wicked motherfuckers this last month I just passed. And I have faced them tremendously with no fear. I have seen crooked cops with no fear. I have seen so many different things in only a 2-week span of us being in a car. And this was a month ago. You get what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all a more beautiful thing. When we moved in our home, the lady that was the leasing office, she was a prayer warrior. Baby, she wasn't doing nothing but prayer. She was talking to me. She was uplifting me. She was giving me just everything was sealed. Even though the landlord of this house was kind of like about the money, but he ended up listening to his conscience in the email he sent, because I felt that frequency. He was saying no, and then he turned around and said yes to something. So either way it go, she was uplifting. She was so happy for me when we got our keys. She told me, she like, yes, we can't move you in on Monday because because since you sent the security deposit out that Monday, we're gonna have to wait for this was 2 weeks ago. She was like, we're gonna have to move you in that next day because we'll see that it's transient, because I sent it in like a mail where they got a tracking number, whatever. So she was like, yeah, so maybe around like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., you will be receiving an email where you get in your home. Mind y'all, when I came to this home, I could not enter it. I can only view it from the outside. But I had a dream about it, and the guys were saying, we want to surprise you. I have seen so many houses, and so many of them were so gorgeous. One of them had roaches, and bitch, I wasn't gonna live in no roaches. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that motherfucker should have never came out and peeked his head out at me, because baby, thank you. I thank that roach. Thank you for peeping your head out at me, because I'll be damned if I move in here and sign a contract. and these motherfuckers pulling up on the walls at night. I'll be damned if I can't even sleep on the floor until I get our brand new bed set. I'll be damned if that bitch pull up on me when I'm chilling in my room. I will go crazy. I don't play about that, period. So the ancestors wanted me to be surprised. I couldn't get in the house. The door was kind of like jammed from the smart lock, and I couldn't get in, but I could have. I just didn't use it. On top of that was a bird nest on top of my door, like the camera. And it was just spiritual all around. I walked around the whole home. I enjoyed it. I just couldn't see the inside. So when I finally got the keys, it was my first time coming in my home. And my children were still asleep in the trunk. Not the trunk, the back seat. I said the trunk, but my car, I could pull the seats down and make it into a bed, all of them. Get out and be out. Okay, I'm about to come out and cook in a second. So, I walked around with my sage. I started speaking over my home before I even entered it. When I walked in my home, I just felt neutral. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel sad. I felt at peace. See, in the other homes, I felt either overly happy or some of them I felt overly sad. But this one, I felt neutral. I didn't have a happy or sad feeling. I just was like, it's like I knew it. It's like I just knew. And it's like when you know it and you already cried for it, it's like when you finally, that's why I be telling people, be thankful and give thanks for your manifestations before they even birth themselves into your reality. If you're being called to cry about it before it even happened, cry. Because when you finally inside your home, you gonna be neutral. You gonna be like, or you inside that new car, that new job, you gonna just be like, it's like your body is like, it was you. You did it. You wanted this. You got it. You reached for it. You strive for it. You hustled for it. You kept going for it. It was you. So when I got in here, everything fit me. Everything. When I tell you we sleep and everything just was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Not only that, I'm thankful for the journey that I had to endure and go through. It was scary. It was alone because I didn't tell nobody about it. I didn't tell nobody where I was going. I wasn't afraid of the environment. I wasn't afraid that somebody would go get us and take us and get. That's when you fear that type of shit, that's when it actually comes in your reality. It manifests into your reality. No, you can't manifest into my reality unless I want you there. And that's why they have certain people in the Matrix that work for the Matrix come around you to try to put that fear in you so that you can be afraid of your next course, your next journey. And you want to know the funny part? The more my house was getting ready, the closer my ancestors would have me sleep by the house. Literally, the closer they would have me sleeping by the house. Like, I started getting closer and closer to my house. At first, I was like 30, 40 minutes away from my house because I was doing a lot of door dashing in that area. But then I got super, super, super close. And then when I woke up the day that she sent the email earlier in a message and called me. She sent all that shit earlier than what she said. She sent it at 7 a.m. I said, that wasn't nothing but the gods. She woke up early, checked that mail and said it was in transit, and hurry up and sent me my motherfucking shit earlier than what she said. She said 9, 10 o'clock. She sent it at 7 a.m. on the dot. Not 7:01, not 7:07. 7 a.m. So she must have been up at 6 and seen that it was in transit. Hurry up and got dressed, got on her desk, her Zoom, or went to the job, and she did that. I got up, I heard that phone vibrate. I looked, she said, hey, your keys is ready. Here's your When I get here, I couldn't get in the house again. I'm like, bro. But Spirit said, push the door after it unlocked. When I heard deep, I pushed it, and that bitch said, boom. I said, all I had to do was push the door. They were like, yeah, but we just didn't want you to know that then. We wanted to surprise you. As soon as I get in the door, y'all, mind you, I saged this house already. I went inside with my sage. I started singing. I went to the back door, and then I went to the car. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. I went to the car, woke my babies up. I said, come on, y'all. Come here. They get up. They run in the house. They like. My daughter was like, Mommy, can we please stay at this house? Please. Please, can this please be our house? I said, yes, this is our house. She's like, you sure? I'm like, yes. About 10 minutes later, she came back. That's trauma, though, a little bit, too. She came back 10 minutes later, like, can we please stay here? Can we please stay here? I love this house. I'm like, yes, we can stay here. She came back like an hour later. Is this really our house? You know, like, I don't want to put my babies through that ever again, but I feel like we had to go through that. And I went to the backyard. It's a tree in my backyard, and it's a tree in my front yard. They baby trees. Like, they got to be around my age. But they're beautiful. Oh, my gosh. And they just so welcoming. I also gave the tree an offering. The front tree, and I haven't gave it back. I gave the back tree, the front tree an offering yesterday, and I gave my back tree an offering the very first day. We gave it some orange juice. And I heard the tree literally say, no one has ever fed me that lived in this home the way you have fed me. And that was just so spiritual, y'all. Anywho, when I'm back there feeding it, I go in the house, I hear a kid by the door, my back door. I open the door. I'm like, who was just by that back door? I'm thinking it's my children. They laughing. They in a room. They like, nobody. We in our room. You told us to go in our room. And I'm like, no, somebody was just by the door. And I heard it. It was my spiritual babies that I have lost. That's in the spirit realms. They was enjoying the house too. My spiritual baby said, yep, this our house. My ancestors said, yep, we here with you. Like, I can just hear my granddad, I can hear my grandmama, I can hear my great-great-grandparents. I could just hear them saying, like, I don't know, I just heard them say, like, we here with you. They happy, they proud of me. They like, some of them never left Detroit. Some of them never left Michigan. And my granddad, I know he was a traveler, but some of them just never left Michigan. They stayed there. They got stuck there, and they didn't expand their horizons unless they was going to funerals or going places, family reunions and stuff out far. But I kept hearing my grandparents like, you did something different. We never did this. Hi, Tiff, I'm doing good. They like, we never did this before. We never seen nobody do it. Yep, live with no fear. Yep. And if you do have fear, it's nothing wrong with having a little glimpse of fear. But just let that fear boost your protection up. Like, if somebody try to scare me, it's going to make me mad and want to fight your ass. Don't try to scare me. It's me or you. Or if fear come around, like sometimes you don't know how that job go act, so you're going to be a little scared, a little skeptical, and then you get it and it'll be okay. You'll be a little scared about hopping on the road, but you're going to be okay. I knew I was okay. I was a little scared. Like when I started seeing people trying to monitor us at night when I was trying to sleep, I was a little scared, but I felt okay at the end of the day. I still was like, I'll tear their ass up, you feel me? But either way it go, y'all, the chosen ones, we are meant to go through a journey in our lives. We are meant to face certain things in our lives so that we can get it right the next time, this time, and forever times. Nobody can stop our journey, our destiny, but us. And if we allow them to, we will refuse the beautiful gift that we were gifted with. Thank you. Ooh, my back. One thing for certain, two things for sure. I need me a massage. And my internet probably gonna be working way better Tuesday, y'all, because I get my internet Tuesday. So just bear with me. I still haven't even put up everything in our home. I still didn't even put up all my photos, my stuff like that. I still haven't put up everything. This is my daughter's temporarily. I got this up, but I like this though. I think I'm gonna have this in my room. Look at it. It's like very tropical. I think I'm gonna keep it in here for a while. And it's like very bright. And mind y'all, another thing, on our journey of homelessness, y'all, every day we have something to do. We have a lake not that far from our home, and it's free. Oh my gosh, and it's beautiful. It's a beach. When I tell you, we was at that fucking lake every day, at least once a day, literally. It was like we were being washed up and baptized by the ancestors and God, because we was in that lake every day. The most we needed to do was go take a little quick wash up at Quick Trip, and we were on our fucking horizon. Like, they may have tried to fumble and mess with a few different things to slow us down, and they probably thought it worked, but my ancestors really wanted me to sit back, relax, and chill, and don't worry about nothing. They didn't want me to worry about nothing. And I didn't. And I'm not still. All right, y'all. I love you all so much. Let me get up and prepare these children for the day. And probably take a walk through our community, because we got pools, we got a gym. Yeah, we got a gym too. I gotta figure out where that's at, because I need to walk to my little gym. Free access gym, y'all. Clock it. I wasn't even gonna tell nobody that I moved, but it was just the journey. The journey is a story itself. And I couldn't leave that story out as if it didn't mean nothing. That journey, that story, it meant everything to me. It hurt me. It almost hindered me, but it also pushed me. It pushed me to continue. It pushed me to keep going. It showed me my strength. It showed me how there is good people out here it shows me so much more about this life, that no matter how much people try to do or how much people wish upon you, your ancestors will always hold your hand, and you will always have people that actually listen to the God conscious inside of them. Because we end up getting some free food before. We went to a restaurant, went to Popeyes, they messed up on our order. And we went back, we thought we was about to give him the order. He was like, no, keep it. I'm just gonna remake the whole order for you for free. He made the order over, even though we have eaten some of the food. One lady at Cane's, a melanated goddess, is always a melanated person. That when we try to do it again, they didn't do it again. I told her my chicken tenders was soggy, which they were, and she told me to keep that food, and she gave me new food. Do you know that soggy ass chicken was still able to be ate? You get what I'm saying? Like, we had enough money to get us some food every single day, and even if we ran out of money for that food, we still had leftovers, we still had snacks. Like, I can't do nothing else but be thankful for that, because my children can't say they was hungry. They can't say they didn't bathe. They can't say they really didn't miss out on much. Like, honestly, it was like a vacation. We went to the beach every day. We went to a beautiful library that had my name written all over it. We went a lot of different places already. So, like, they really didn't miss out on nothing besides just having their own space. Now they got their own room. They got their own bathroom. They got their own... They got their own space. Yep, it was like a road trip, Phoenix. It was like a road trip. And that's why every time somebody did try to ask us questions or anything like that, I just be like, we traveling. I still didn't tell nobody that I had a house. But I did tell the police department, because one day I did have to ride to the police department because somebody looked like they was trying to, you know, get in my car or whatever. Traffic shit, but I cut their ass. So I just need to stay at the police station for at least a few hours. Then got the fuck on. But other than that, let me tell y'all something. There is gods. There's many of them. There's good people. And a lot of good people are somehow shadowed behind the wicked people. So they're shadowed. They're in the back, but they see you. You know, they hear you. And throughout our journey, I kept getting the urge to steal out of the store, like steal something. But my ancestors kept saying, you a goddess, you a royal goddess. You don't have to steal nothing. You don't have to take nothing. And I didn't. I didn't steal nothing. Everything I went through, I bought it, purchased it, paid for it, sent that shit back if it wasn't done correctly. That's it. I didn't take nothing, don't have to take nothing, don't want to take nothing, baby. I don't want to take shit in life. I want to earn it. I want to get what I need to get and take my journeys elsewhere, because wherever I need to go is where the fuck I'm going. But if I could steal gas for a car, oh, bitch, I would love to steal that. Give me the gas. Give me the tank. Baby, I'm bringing a bucket. If I can steal some gas, because ain't nobody donating no gas out here. Hold on, wait a minute. Shit. You needed this message. Thank you for sharing, guys. Oh, thank you for listening. And you know, you see how it's so easy for me. It's not that easy in the beginning, but how it's easy to tell our story. Tell your story, baby. You are the author. You are the award winning. You are the #1 bookseller. You are the bookseller of your motherfucking story. You are the winner of your story. You will always win when you tell your own shit. If they tell your story when you dead, they go incarcerate you and miss out a lot of good motherfucking aspects, a lot of good things that you have not spoken of. Tell your story, live your story, and don't have no fear. I don't even give a damn how people feel about, oh, she was home. I was before. Was back then. I am now currently doing as I need to do. This is why I tell you, don't tell your story while you're in your story. while you in that journey, that flame, that water that's a little shallow. No. Tell your story when you have completed it. Because sometimes when you tell your story too soon, that's when all the negative people, that's why you don't got that's when they come bring a spell work. But when you actually go through your shit, get up out of it, have a secure finish line, you at the finish line, even if you had to take one more step, you there, that's when you tell your story. Because sometimes when you telling your story while in the midst of your storm, it can be very all over the place. It can be ironic. It can be everywhere. And it can also be draining because you're not only just living it, you're telling it. And now when you're telling it and living it at the same time, other people can be like, oh, yeah, it's a good time to beat her while she's down. No, baby, not me. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm going to go through my shit. I'm going to get my shit together. And that's why I love the goddesses that did donate to me and help me out. Flat the fuck out, because they didn't even ask no questions. They just knew. They like, oh, wait, she ain't been live. She ain't been posting like that. And she asked us for this. Oh, yo, we got her. That's why them goddesses that sent to me, I love you, baby, forever and always. I didn't even have to tell them anything. They just instantly, spiritually knew, was called to just help. And I was getting some... 3 days later, I even got another $10 donation, $20. That was just beautiful. It was everything, because that help is what pushed me. And that was the only thing I needed, was that little bit of help. I didn't want to keep coming here like begging for help. All I need to do is break down that wall of pride. So whoever this is for on here, break down that wall of pride and everything else will align. And I'm happy I did, because I'm quick to walk. And then I got free coffee from a guy at McDonald's before. I'm quick to be like, can I get a free coffee? You got some people that be like, no. And I be like, okay, thank you. No, don't hurt me. What hurt me is me. I'm the only person that can hurt me. Well, my children can hurt my feelings sometimes, but I'm the only one can hurt me. And I do my best on not hurting me. I don't want to hurt me no more. I've let many people hurt me. I've grown. But after they have hurt me and I've grown from their hurt and betrayal, I noticed I began to hurt myself. Even if it was lack of discipline, even if it was talking to self in a negative way, even if believing negative thoughts when they're not even fucking real, even everything, because my ancestors protect me even from my negative thoughts. So, sometime in this life we got to sit back and say, wait, if I remove them people out of my life, why am I still hurting? Because we was hurting ourselves from all the projections, from all the hurt, from all the pain, for the programming. We begin to put that same inflicting abuse onto ourselves. And when I learned in my journey of homelessness, in my journey of just me and my children, I learned that all I have is me and my children and my ancestors. But also I learned that my children have me. And they see how mommy didn't give up, how mommy still rose, how my feet was this fucking big. My feet has always been skinny, and ankles always been skinny. My feet was this swelled up, couldn't even fit in my shoes, and I wear size 9. Feet was this big because how I was sleeping every night. But guess what? Them children slept good. Every day I cleaned that car out. I made that car comfortable. Had their phone, had their computer, had the AC on all night, played on their phone, talk shit. They good. Babe, pride is a hidden wound most of us have and don't realize. So happy you should. Yes, pride is. And I didn't think pride was that important, but it was important to my journey and my ancestors. It was important to the gods for me to break that pride. But that pride was built around all the traumatic things I experienced in life. But if I say I healed from the traumatic things, why do I still have this pride up if I did? I started holding myself accountable. I started blaming myself. Like, it's my fault that we going through this. It's my fault. I should have had more money put up. I should have did this and did that. I had money put up, baby, for this journey. I had at least 5,500 to 5,600, enough to get us a room, because I knew we was only gonna be in the hotel room for probably no longer than a month. You get what I'm saying? We weren't even homeless that long. We just got here the beginning of July. You get what I'm saying? So we wasn't homeless that long, but no, the end of June, my bad, the end of June, like the 28th or something like that. It was just, I just blamed myself, and it wasn't even the blame of self. I mean, I could have had things more prepared. I could have. But the way everything was set up, how they were sending a text. Now, this is what I can say. They were sending a text in my car, them neighbors at the old home. They were sending a text in my car every day. My car had to get towed 3 times. And guess what? It wasn't even a big issue. It was only a fucking fuse. It was only a fuse. So that was an attack. I had to keep spending money for my car. Tires going down. Everything going wrong. Money, I had to keep paying money for different things. The state was trying to take more money from me because I was self-employed. So many people, they cut one of my checks. Well, you feel me? I was making too much. So they cut one of my checks. Like, they were doing everything to sabotage me and keep me stuck and sedated. So that's why my money started getting low. But when I got on the road, y'all, my answer said, as soon as my car was done, my answer said, get on the road instantly. That man called me. He had my car for 4 hours. He called me and he said, hey, I'm outside. The car's ready. I went and got my car cleaned my car out, went home, packed that bitch up, and hopped on the road. We were supposed to leave the next day. Hopped on the road. I think I had only maybe, I don't know how much I had, maybe 1,000, 2,000, I don't know. But I got on the road with little or nothing. I got here. I was able to find a shelter in one day, because I was like, we gonna save this money. I'm not finna go pay for no hotel. Fuck that. They done took too much money from me. It's like everybody was trying to take money from me in Michigan before I left. And knowing me, I don't like to do nothing illegal. I don't want to do nothing wrong. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just pay you. Fuck it. I'm gonna just pay you. No. They was playing me. Michigan didn't want to let me go. And when every state I was at, I felt them people, like I felt demons falling off my car, falling off me. I literally was in my car and I felt them tugging, like, hold on. And I felt this urge to go back. It's like something just kept saying, go back. And I'm like, no. Every time I got them demons fell off of me. I felt it. It's like out. And then I kept hearing the ancestors say, I kept hearing that Bible verse, don't look back or you will turn into a puddle of stone or salt or something like that, a puddle of salt. And I did not look back. Even when I was looking back in my rearview fucking mirror, y'all, it was pitch dark. Like I couldn't even see it. Like it was so spiritual, yet so fucking true. Like, don't look back. I felt every fucking thing like falling off me. That's why when I got here, and the moment I seen the big old sign say welcome, my ancestors literally said, you're home. You're home. This is home. Yep. I did something I never thought I'd do, and I'm a tourist. We do like, you know, the same shit. We like, what's that called? We like, it starts with a C. We like, I don't know. We just like when somebody, you know, a man of their word. We just like things in order. We don't like shit different sometimes. We like to be, sometimes we do get stuck in that. But I can never find that word. I'm trying to say it for the last few days. Anywho, that was the only thing about it, because I did something I never thought I'd do. But I believed I'll do it though. I did something. A lot of people probably don't believe I did it. And I try to be more safe this time, so we don't use our current address for anything. We're gonna use other things, you know. So I learned a lot here in this journey in my life, and I'm happy. I'm more at peace. I'm more calmer. I can speak a little bit more and clearer than actually going through the storm and all over the place. But thank y'all so much for the support. I'm gonna get on here and do some tarot in an hour. If y'all wanna do some free card pulls, we only gonna do love and angels right now. That's what Spirit's telling me to do. Love and angels, love and angels, love and angels, love and angels. And to those that constantly kept, now we did have people constantly kept trying to report my TikTok. Baby, you under judgment. I've been feeling your energy. You've been crying at night. You're scared. You're lonely. You're afraid of what's going to take place in your life. Because if I made it through this storm and won it, baby, best believe you got to go through something too. And definitely something near of what I went through, because that is what you was praying on. But it didn't work out in your motherfucking, it didn't work out in your plans. It didn't work out in what you wanted it to work out as. I miss you too, baby. It can never work. You can't beat a goddess down while she's already down. No, that's not gonna work. You're gonna help rise her. Literally. I'm the phoenix that rose from the flames. I will always rise. I will always rise. And I will try to limit on how many times I fall. Be careful. I was in and out. I'm doing my Oh, okay, so just come on in like an hour, y'all, because I'm going to do some tarot angel. Let me get up off here because my daughter behind me. But I love you all. Thank you so much. And if you, get off of there. If you didn't catch this video, check it out on YouTube. Ashe.